I was just editing a podcast recently. It's not on YouTube yet, but when I was editing it, I was there was this part of me talking to somebody like a close homie, and at least I was kind of ranting on like movies and TV shows today kind of sucking, and almost like shit that was filmed like a little bit back then is a lot better than like the modern shit they're putting out now. You being in the film industry, what do you think? Like, are you the one filming this shit, or are you more doing lighting and stuff? Like, you get to see how it develops and interacts with each other in terms of like, are they like rushing this shit and it's getting poorly made, or is it because there's so much of a chain of command, it's not really like the director and the good vision and like the people that are gonna act in it, it's more like it's more like going down the chain of command, and like other people's opinions are almost altering the whole experience. You know what I mean?
You're actually like right on all accounts, because like, well, first off, like, movies started sucking the second that they stopped being blockbusters. Like, before, you used to get all of your money based on like to make a movie. Like, a movie has like a $200 million budget, you know, like that doesn't come from tickets. That's just an insane amount of money, you know, like, so like the studio gets the money from brands. So like this watch brand will be in it and they have to have a certain amount of screen time, or this car. And then like this suit company, you're like, sick, we have free suits, cars, and watches on the whole movie, but this car company's super conservative, so we can't say fuck, so be PG, or like this is happening, so we can't talk about that, or like that movie Concussion with Will Smith, that was supposed to be like even deeper, but the NFL was like, we're not gonna play your guys' trailer in the Super Bowl halftime, ruining your guys' publicity if you guys really expose how bad the NFL's concussions are. So like a lot of shit gets like censored because of the branding involved. So like a lot of that dilutes the content. I was actually just having this conversation like yesterday because I watched that Netflix movie, The Woman in the Window, and I was like, this is literally a ripoff of Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, and then Disturbia made it again, and then they made this one. I'm like, Netflix tried to make a new Rear Window and it fucking sucked, but it had a great cast, and like the reason why it sucked is because it was like edited so poorly, and like it didn't have like a cohesive look, and like the beginning was like shot like a video game. The end was like a video game. The beginning was like all dramatic. I was literally just having this conversation yesterday, and like it just sucks. Like it doesn't just feel good. It doesn't fit because, like you said, there's so much chain of command. So much gets changed. So many opinions are involved in the vision that it gets like completely ruined. And like every movie nowadays is like that.
Damn.
And the rant.
Yeah,
you got me on a nerve. That's my life. I totally feel that right now.
I mean, like obviously something was happening wrong behind the scenes. I feel like everything you just said makes sense. Like it all boils down to like politics. And
it's money. Politics, or like they didn't pay enough money for editing, or like this really good movie didn't do well. It's because they didn't pay enough money for distribution, or like so much shit. But like indie films are like the shit. Like that's the money. I love like low budget films, or not low budget, but just indie films that don't have that much chain of command. Like the director made this movie and they were there for the whole editing process, and like those films are really good. Or just like A24 makes really great movies because like they just like really let the creator like do their thing, and then they buy it from like Sundance, or they like produce it after Sundance. So it's pretty cool.
What's your guys' favorite movie?